Hey YouTube, welcome back to Trevor's Vinyl World. Today I'm just going to run through some more of my records. These are in no order. These are totally random. I tried to pick out some though that I definitely have a deep connection to. These are all ones that I like. If you came and bought my collection, maybe I'd take some of these out just because they have sentimental value. This first one, Scorpions, I had this cassette tape as a kid. I want to say like 1984, 1985, somewhere in there. Absolutely loved. This was probably between this band and then Kiss and Ozzy Osbourne. Man, I started off. I had good taste even even as a really little kid. But no, I was listening to some pretty metal stuff. But no, I always loved Scorpions. I always thought it was cool. They were from Germany. And, when you're a kid, that is a far off place. But when you're a kid, you just have no idea really what that even means. Here we got Sonny and Cher. I've said in one of my other videos, I absolutely love Cher. When my mom got sick years ago, she wanted to get rid of all their records. And, I was going through them. And whenever I would see a Cher one, I would almost want to hide it or something like that. And she realized that I was into records. And all she had to do was not get rid of them to make me happy. And, I never fell in love with her Dolly Parton records, and I never really got into some of my mom's other records. But for whatever reason, I always loved Cher, and in a way, it reminds me of my mom. And whenever I see old Cher records, I try to do like a quick inventory in my head of like, hey, do I have that one? And then this one I picked up only because this lady on the ground looked like Amy Winehouse. The record store was closing, and I hadn't picked anything out because I think this was when I was just maybe getting into collecting. I haven't been collecting for the longest time. And it was like $12 in pretty decent shape. And honestly, I have not listened to this just because I have so many records. But sometimes the cover or the back cover is what draws me in. And I'll admit that it's only because of that reason is why I bought it. And this one, the cover is amazing. I don't know if it'll show up on here. But even the texture of this cover is very interesting. And it was like $8. So this was another one that the cover was the reason I bought it. Yeah, very cool. And here's a rap hip hop one. This might be the one that I honestly have 2 copies of by accident. I try to do like an inventory of my head of what I have, and I want to say I have 2 or 3 records that I accidentally have it as duplicates. Now this one, this guy did the song Rock On, which I feel was a hit, and it doesn't get the airplay that it used to, but like I was a huge Corey Haim fan back in the day, and I want to say there is a movie called Dream a Little Dream. I think that's the movie where they play this song Rock On. Hey kid, rock and roll, rock on. And I just, as a kid, that was like one of my favorite songs. So when I saw that at like a garage sale, I think that's a garage sale one. And here I got a little little Post Malone. Absolutely. I hope he doesn't stay doing country. I mean, I don't mind his country, but I like it how he fuses hip hop and rock together. So I hope we haven't seen the last of his music like that. And here we got a little Kill Bill Volume 2. Absolutely love the Kill Bill movies. I think I even put off watching the first one because I thought it was going to be stupid. The commercial, I wasn't in love with the trailer for it. I think Quentin Tarantino definitely loved Uma Thurman. I'd be curious whether, did he ever make a move on her? She's probably married. I don't really know her history or whatever. But I know he definitely had a crush on her, which totally, I got no problem with that. But no, absolutely love the Kill Bills. And here, I want to say I found this at a yard sale, and this is a single, and this was a good find, and I put it in this plastic. It's just a single, but when I looked on eBay, I want to say that this is worth about 30 bucks, and I got it for a couple bucks. Nothing better than a garage sale where the lady just wants to get rid of all the crap. And, there's always like that one gem. It was like all these, like polka records. And then there was like this one and a Tupac one. I'm pretty sure. And I was just like, I bought the Metallica and the Tupac. And then I bought like a couple polka records just to blend them in. Just so she wouldn't think like, oh, what are these two hidden ones? Here is, I'm not sure whether this is a bootleg or just a live album, but I'm pretty sure it's a bootleg because I do have a bunch of Guns N' Roses bootlegs. I like the photo on the back. Love Guns N' Roses. And my parents were really big into Oak Ridge Boys, and then they kind of won me over too, so I have a bunch of old Oak Ridge Boys records. The Golden Glow of Christmas. Oh, I accidentally put a Christmas album in here. I'm not big into Christmas records. I would definitely sell these. If anyone wants to buy those, let me know. Just kidding. None of these are for sale. But here's another Tupac. I don't think this is the one that I found at the garage sale though. I think I just bought this one online. Kind of like how in one of my other videos I said that. His first album, the Apocalypse Now, Tupacalypse Now, is kind of like a rookie card. This one is his second album, and he's definitely more polished, though, on this one than his first one. Like I was saying in that one, I kind of wish there was another album where he was still kind of working out and wasn't like perfect rapper yet. Just because I kind of like hearing these artists before they're totally, developed. But it really cool. I really like one of the last tracks has my guy Tretch on one of the songs. This one I have no idea about it. I just bought it because sometimes I'll go by the picture of the band, and I don't know. I just really like the vibe of this, so I'm gonna listen to this sometime. And then I got a little Mobb Deep, infamous Mobb Deep. I got a nice Iron Maiden record here. I've definitely gotten more into Iron Maiden. They were kind of one I slept on way back in the day. And then this is Black Sheep, but it's like, I think it's just a collection of the beats and the breaks. They're like one of those hip-hop groups that I wish they would have had more albums that were as awesome as... the one I'm thinking of, but yeah, this one is like just the beat tracks or whatever. And we got one Stacy Ladisaw 16. Honestly, I don't know much about that one. And then of course we'll end it with obvious Linkin Park, love Linkin Park, and another Cher, Sonny and Cher. So hope everyone is doing well, and just wanted to show some of these, and like the video, subscribe to the channel. Talk at you later.